Hey, this is Scott from Bonsai, and this video will be talking about the Sony A6500. Thanks to Cameracraft in Rockford, Illinois for letting me try this out at their shop. A6500 is maybe around mid-range to higher end range in their lineup. Does have 4K video, does have the in-body stabilizer, also has the benefit of a small camera with that APS-C size sensor. So there's a lot going for this camera. Sony is great at putting a lot of functionality into small cameras. Keep in mind that I am coming from Nikon and Fujifilm for the most part, so when I talk about the control layout, I'm coming in pretty fresh. I have used the Sony A9 for a little bit, but this is quite different from the A9 in some situations. Body design wise is of course very small. Pretty solid feeling in the hands. The grip is not terrible. I personally like cameras that are a little taller. In this case, they just wanted to make it as small as possible, which is a good thing for a lot of people. Handling wise, I do like that the switch is integrated into the shutter button, which is similar to my Nikon cameras. It works well. The mode dial does have a 1 and 2 on it, along with all of the standard modes, which is nice to have. This camera does seem prime for customization. You have a lot of options with all of their custom buttons. It'll take a little bit of time to learn all of that, I'm sure, but once you get it set up how you want it, probably work pretty well for you. Camera does have a pop-up flash, nice action to it. It does get quite a bit above the camera itself, which is good. Definitely want it higher to work with a larger variety of lenses. The battery area is where the memory card goes. I had some issues getting the memory card in and out. It's right between the battery door hinge and the battery itself, which makes it a little difficult. I'm sure they just had some issues with such a small camera where they could put it. I did like the toggle switch with the AF, MF, and AEL functionality to it with the button inside. Really nice setup there. The video record button seems like it's in an awkward space. Maybe that's the only place they could stick it, not really sure. The diopter adjustment looks to work pretty well. I don't think you could easily change it by accident. The tripod screw is in a good position. It's in line with the lens. There's nothing around it that would cause an issue. The menus work as you would expect on a Sony. I don't really have any issue with the menus. Some people seem to complain, but I like them well enough. We have tabs of large setting areas, and then inside each one you have screens of different settings. You can go through the screens left and right. You don't have to scroll downward like I do with the Nikon cameras. The LCD screen is a tilt up, tilt down. Sadly, they don't put one with full articulation. I think this camera is prime for a full articulation screen. I really think Sony should do that in the future with this line of camera. Definitely good for video, but it would make it so much better if the screen could face the user. This is probably one of the nicest accessory port doors I've seen in quite a while. Nice and solid. You just pull it back, it pops open with a spring, and you've got all your ports inside. I really like how that's set up. It's kind of funny that a mid-range camera has one of the best accessory port doors that I've seen. I don't have any first-hand experience with battery life, but it does have the MP-FW50, which might not be the best choice of battery for a camera like this, especially when it's got a nice focus towards high-end video. One of the big features of this camera is the stabilizer. You can also hook up lenses with stabilization, and then the camera itself decides what best situation to use, part of the lens stabilizer or just the camera body stabilizer. So really great setup if you're into getting stable photos. It does work in video as well, which I did a little test on with the FE 50mm lens and the kit lens. Kit lens does have stabilizer, the 50 doesn't, so if you can see a difference, that's up to you. I did take a few test photos with this camera. I'll upload those to my Flickr account you can check out. In conclusion, a very nice camera. Got the stabilizer, you have high quality video. Of course the photos will be great. Nice APS-C sensor, and Sony imaging sensors are very, very good. They have some cheaper ones you can also consider, but the A6500 is a good option in my opinion. Again, thanks to Cameracraft for letting me try this camera out at their shop. I'm Scott from Bonsai. Thanks again.